So if I have mascara. I just tried the Besame Cake mascara. I retried it. It was not a good time. Hopefully this will be. I'm going to be talking, I did this video before and I'm redoing it because I think I might have different brushes now. But my favorite brushes, or the best brushes, the brushes I use every day, they are dirty. Please don't talk smack about my brushes in the comments. Please don't. I know they're dirty and I'm sorry. But I'm going to start off because I have quite a few, and I use more than this, but a lot of them are like duplicates, so I just like got some blending brushes that I use a lot to talk about. So I don't think I grabbed no, I did. So for eyebrows, there's a spoolie and like a little liner brush. This is from Shop Missy. I don't use this end. I tried it once. This is why it's dirty. I didn't like it, so I don't use that end, but I use the spoolie end. The spoolie comes off. It's not supposed to, but it broke off. Shop Missy, they have like dollar brushes. It came in a set of 10 for $10, and a lot of these are from the Shop Missy bundle that I got, and they're really good. I love the spoolie so much. I'm not picky about my spoolies, but I like it a lot. So this is one of them. It's from it's the one for the dogs. It's the pink brushes. It gives back so much money to like animal charity or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but. And then the other eyebrow one is also from Shop Missy. A lot of them are from Shop Missy. This was just $1. This did not come in a bundle, but it's an angled brush. I can't remember what it said on the website. I don't think it was necessarily supposed to be for eyebrows. It's the ewww. But that's what I use it for. I prefer angled brushes for my eyebrows, and I just go in, and I've done an eyebrow tutorial before, and I just kind of fill them in. That's not how I do it, but kind of. And it just looks like that. It's actually thin when it's washed. It needs to be washed. Other than that, it's usually pretty thin. That's how dirty it is. I'm sorry. But now our eye brushes. Do I have any more of like the same one that I accidentally pulled out? No. So this is actually from the Profusion palettes. I know some people don't like them. I personally do. It's the dual-ended brushes that come in there, like they're big palettes. You can tell it's a mess. And then the dual-ended. So this end I really like to get under my eye and smudge, and this is really good for crease work. I feel like they're really soft brushes. I'm someone who, I feel like I buy a lot of brushes, but when I look at them, I don't have that many, which is kind of weird. It's like I'm constantly buying brushes. Where are they? So whenever I get a brush in a palette that's like this, I do keep it. I know people don't like the Anastasia brush, which is another brush I have here from their little felt palettes. I love them. But this one is from Profusion. It's just from one of their palettes. The next one I'm going to talk about is the Anastasia one, and it's because it's the other dual-ended brush I have in here. Abby Williamson, I remember talking about it. I love her. She does not like these brushes. She says they're like, what was the word she used? Too rough, I think. They just weren't soft enough. I think they're soft enough in my eyes. At least mine are. I don't know. Maybe she gets some rougher ones. But it looks like that. It's really fluffy. This is a really good brush to blend, in my opinion, which is why whenever I get an Anastasia palette, I keep the brush that comes in it. And this is probably one of my most favorite brushes to grab when I am blending. And it's weird too. I can use this one brush for one look. Like whenever I'm done with the color, I just kind of like do this, and the color is gone off the brush. And it's not like that on any of my other brushes. I don't know, maybe it's just me being weird, but I noticed that, like, I'll be using bright colors and I flick it and the rest of the color comes off the brush and I can dip into a different shade. I don't know if that made sense, but like I've done entire looks with this one fluffy brush and my finger. So, and this end, of course, like the Profusion one, I use it to buff and smudge. It's really good. I personally love them. What did I knock over? Nothing. Nice. This next one from Shop Missy. It is a lot more stiffer, but it's a fluffy brush. It's so dirty, but it's really thick. You can use it in the crease, so it's like if you're not trying to be too precise or if you just want to kind of fan something out, you can do that. It's just stained, there's no like actual color on it. Well, no, it's dirty, but like the color is not there. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know, I'm sorry. So it's not for like detailed crease work, but it can blend out your crease. Does that make sense? I hope so. This brush, I'm not going in any particular order, but this one is from BH Cosmetics. It was from, I think it was the Ashley Tisdale brush set that I did not intend on getting, but was accidentally sent to me, so, in an order, so, but I kept them anyway. And honestly, all I use this for is to set my eyeshadow. Like, I put my concealer down, and I get like a white shade, and I just go over, because it's so thick, it's so big, it like covers my eye really quick, and just packs things really nice. But I think it's from the Ashley Tisdale one, and it just looks like that, like it's so large, like, you just, in the eye is covered. Next one is from the Shop Miss A collection, and it's the flat brush. I love flat brushes of all different sizes. This one is probably my favorite because this is like the right side to actually fit on my lid when I am doing a cut crease. I don't do them very well. And it's just really good at like smoothing things on the lid, so, and just patting them. And it is stiff, it's not like loose. I don't know how to put it. You know when you have some flat brushes that are just like bendy and like there's not much to them? This one is just enough that it packs things very nicely. So, sorry, there you go, you can see it better. Next up is Shop Miss A. This is a giant fluffy brush. It is more bendy, it's not as stiff as the other one that I showed you. And this one is the one that I really like. If I'm just throwing a quick color on the crease, I'll just do this real quick and it goes over the lid as well. Or if I just want to like blend out the edges of my look, I can just do this and it gets it done in no time. And that's how huge it is. Like, this helps. I'm sorry. And next up is a Morphe brush. I'm not a fan of Morphe. I don't really care for their eyeshadows. I don't use them that much. And their brushes are okay. They shed a lot. But this is the Morphe. It's the M518 or 518, whatever. And I like it just for crease work. It can get in there. It looks really fluffy, and it is. But it can get in there if you really want it to. And it blends out really nicely. I don't know if you can really tell. You just have to have it pointed right. I don't know if that makes sense. And it will just blend out. It won't like get all up here. You don't understand, I don't think. We're probably so confused, but. Next one is this guy from Shop Miss A. And it looks, the bristles look big on camera. It's just like a little pencil brush, kind of. And when I don't feel like getting out one of those dual-ended brushes, I pick this up. And I can get it right up there, right and tight. And get it so close to the lash line. And it packs a punch because it is a bit stiffer. And how many bristles there are, it really just like will pack on the color, and it makes my lower lash line so vibrant, even when I don't intend it to be. But I can also use this to like blend it out if I get too much down here. It's great. This is the last one from Shop Miss A. This is one of my favorites. When I'm wanting to do a smoky eye, I can make it very intense or very soft, and it's very long and very fluffy, and it's like, it has more give to it. So I like to put this in here and just do this, and it will get like really fanned out, but my eyes are blended to filth when I use this brush. It will cover my entire lid in no time. The entire thing will be colorful. I probably have so much eyeshadow on this eye. My eye looks so pink and I don't know why. And it just blends everything out. Like, this is perfect. It can also get in the crease. Like, if you're wanting to put a shade on for the crease and the lid for just one go, it's all you need. And I love it. I love it. I do. Now onto our last four. This is a Kylie Cosmetics brush. This is just a basic crease brush. Yeah, I wish it was more like stiff. So I mostly use this for like blending out edges, but it's still good. And then we're on to our face ones. So I don't use brushes for foundation or anything like that. I use beauty blenders for it, but for my highlight, I use the Morphe M501. It's not a fan brush. I hate using fan brushes. I hate them so much. But I like using the tip of it. And it puts the highlight directly there. Like, it doesn't like make a huge mess. You use the tip, right there's the highlight. Like, it's so good. I love it. My blush brush is from Beach Cosmetics. I can't remember what set it's from. I don't think it was a specific set. Just one with like the little muted pink handles. You can't really tell. But it's kind of at an angle. It goes down like this. It goes down like this. And I think it's supposed to be intended for bronzer. And I was just like, I would not use this for bronzer. I don't like this. What I'm going to show you next is for my bronzer. But I was like, I like this for like blush. Like just doing this. Or doing like that. And you can use like this tip. And just. Like, I like that for blush. So I use this for blush. And the next thing is an e.l.f. brush. Can't remember if this was a specific collection, but it's one with the clear handle. And how fluffy this is. Like, I don't do structured bronzer or contour. I just like having a bronze face, and I will use the edge of it. I know the entire thing is dirty, but on my forehead, and I'll use the edge to go around and to like go over my nose, because I like I don't contour my nose, so I put like a little bit of bronzer to like give like a little bit of a tan. I know it sounds stupid, but it works on me, because if I don't, my face just looks pale and then brown. And then I use the edge of it to lay down the bronzer, and then I'll kind of put it on its head and just blend. And that's how I do my bronzer. So, but that is the last brush I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Those are my favorite brushes. I think some of them were different from last time, so consider this an updated best brushes that I have, that I use, something like that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.